passion, pride, success. These are just some of the values that have been instilled in the heart of Melbourne Victory for 2 decades. They encapsulate the essence of what we want to achieve together as a club. This is our club, our Melbourne Victory. This club is the fans. Really, I felt like they're the ones that have really formed this club. Like they put their hard-earned money into memberships. They keep coming week in, week out. I think they are the club. They definitely are the club.
Every club has, ups and downs, but one thing that's been constant is, Melbourne Victory support.
For the fans, they want us to win the game. They want us to fight every single minute. They want us to show the passion. I think the players always feel an extra of energy or extra boost for try to win the game for them.
The importance of the fans being able to be fans and sing and chant. Football fans are unique. They're individual people and they will fight for you every step of the way, and all they want is one thing. They want you to have a good team that goes on the park and tries as hard as it can every week. They want you to win, but if they know that you're fighting for them, they keep coming back.
Victory's got probably the biggest supporter base out of the A-Leagues, and there's a reason for that, and you have to think about the people who have built connections before you. You can't throw away all the work that they've done. Now it's up to you to keep that legacy going, so it is something that we should wear with pride.
You're ultimately wanting to impact in whatever you do, and I want it to have a long-lasting impact, not only on the way we play and winning trophies, but that everybody say that that era that I was here was successful. And there's a lot of hard work, and a lot of people contributed, because nobody's been successful on their own in any industry. So there's and there's so many great people that I can look back on and really think about the contribution that they made to us throughout that period.
I was born into a football crazy, dad loving family. I was the first child for a while, so Dad took me to every game as soon as Melbourne Victory's name popped up. I think Dad was one of the first people to sign up our whole family. They make you feel like you're part of the ride.
I fell in love with football probably when I was born, because I was born in Sheffield in England. I was a United man, red and white. Came to Australia when I was 12, so I waited a lot of years till 2005, 45 years for Melbourne Victory to be born. Melbourne Victory has become my second family since then.
I supported the club for a year and a half from its inception before being able to play properly, and just that short period created something special for me. Coaching my kids against a foundation member, was coaching on the other side of the under 10 or 11 game or something like that, and since I've stopped, running into so many people that are foundation members from 20 years ago is sort of makes you realise the history of the club.
In arriving here, I was surprised for the importance that Victory had in the society, especially in Victoria, in Melbourne. We need to play for something behind us. We have the fans, we have everybody trying to push us on the pitch. So yeah, I was really glad to find that when I arrived here in Australia.
I remember talking to players and inviting them to join us, and that was something that we really pushed and spoke to them about. You know, playing in front of big crowds, you know, screaming your name, you know, every other week when you're playing here in Melbourne. And as I said, we've had some, you know, ups and downs. We've had some lean times, but we've certainly had some great times at the football club.
A fourth championship for Melbourne Victory. They entered the Lions' Den and stared down the beast.
Lifting trophies, you know, with them, you know, you've seen the Newcastle, when we win 2018 Newcastle, final whistle goes and there's, you know, the 3 bays all the way to the top of our supporters. And as soon as the whistle goes, the whole playing group staff, you know, run straight over there to celebrate with them. You know, there's some cool memories.
I started as a 17-year-old supporting the club. Now my kids come and my kids love the club, and my daughters say we're not available to go to other things because they want to go support the club. And the way that the women's program has grown now as well, like, that's just something else.
What I thought was incredible that I hadn't seen so much when I was in the college system was how many young girls were coming to the games. And I thought that was really cool, you know, walking out with little girls before the game. When you're going to sign after the game and you've got not just young girls, but you've got young boys now asking like, Kayla, can I get your armband? Can you sign this? Can you sign this? You think like, wow, this is a really great generation that's coming up. They're not seeing, you know, men's or women's football. They're just seeing football, and they're seeing players that they like, who have skills that they like. So I think that's the best part about seeing the fans in Australia, is that everyone's really buying in from a young age, and that gives us hope for the future.
There's been so many great nights and afternoons. Everything about that first season was just so raw and new. But seeing the players come out, there's only one first time, and it was brilliant.
I've always had such a beautiful relationship with the fans. I think my message would be to them just to keep supporting and doing what you do, because it's amazing from a player's point of view to see that, and it is respected, and it's really valued from the players.
If we get the fans, the club will always survive. Players engage with the fans, players try to fight and show that the club means the same to us than for the fans. I think it's the perfect marriage to continue bringing the fans to watch us playing.
We need to appreciate the fans, what they bring. Let's celebrate what they bring. Unbelievable. We're the best fans in the country by a country mile.